All I heard as they left was, my dad's a LAPD.
And then the steel doors closed on you, dented all over. This is a different one from Tampa.
No, that's mine.
I know.
That's me.
I know it.
That's me. The Taft.
Oh, it's half.
That's me, the Taft.
So great to have those kind of memories and still have each other.
You know?
Very often you have one or the other.
It defies odds, man.
It really does. It's also for the fans. I tell you, same thing with, of course, with bands. It's the best thing when the band still likes each other.
Yeah.
First of all, it's so rare.
What's wrong with us, too? I mean, we have years where we hate each other, and then we have years, we like each other, but we always like each other, but we hate each other for a period of time.
Well, you look like you like each other tonight.
Excellent. I will begin studying these immediately.
I don't know what the fights were about, but usually nothing. Whenever I've asked this of musicians, the consensus I've gotten, why bands fight, two things. You didn't like my song, you took the girl.
Yeah.
We safeguard the isles.
That's what teams fight about. He didn't like my
Waters
joke.
nourish you.
With us, it's, I wouldn't let him in the door.
The isles have awakened.
Come on, man, let me in.
Oh, they're very...
No.
But, I mean,
They
when I
got
was
this in.
just thinking about getting into comedy, I mean, Steve Martin was a rock star and you guys were rock stars.
Yeah.
But that's rare on the
Very rare.
on the comedy level.
Very rare.
But I remember you guys playing the Hollywood Bowl and, just rock star.
Yeah.
We opened for the Rolling Stones one time at the Forum. That was great.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Nicaraguan benefit, and we had, I think our first album was out, and we had like a Christmas.
It was the first on stage in L.A.
Yeah, in L.A.
And so we're at the Forum opening for the
I
Stones.
just remembered going out and saying, "What the fuck? This is the biggest stage I've ever seen in my life."
How was the crowd?
Well, they were great.
Packed,
Yeah,
jam.
great.
Yeah, but they were okay with comedy? 'Cause
Oh,
Yeah, we had hit records at that time,
They
so
went
we were.
nuts. They loved it so much.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Because they never had, they never had rock and roll.
Yeah, and
Canadian.
sometimes rock crowds, they're not up for comedy. Like,
No.
they never see comedy. I mean, trust me, I've had stuff thrown at me.
Oh,
Well, we used to make sure that we had a folk singer open for us, because the audience would hate the folk singer so much. And by the time we got out there, we were like king. But it backfired on us. And one time,
That's
Bruce
hysterical.
Springsteen was going to open for Cheech and Chong.
Really? And he was a folk singer at the time.
But he said, but he had a band. He
Yeah,
put
he
a
shows
band
up with
together.
a band, yeah.
And so he called the agent and said, "Is it okay? Bruce Springsteen wants to know if it's okay if he debuts his band." And we said, "Yeah, of course." So the what is the E Street? What is it
Well,
called?
I think
A
we should
new
never
face.
fight again.
I'll pass your story along.
There's no girl.
Keep the balance preserved.
And when you have a sentimental attachment
I
to
have
the
many
audience,
things
it's
that might
a great
interest
thing to have
you.
in your pocket.
Your
yeah.
books are greatly
I've always been a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Like, more than most. Like, never had a sidekick. Never got married.
Yeah.
Lone. It was just
Never got married?
not to my recollection. Why you say that like it's weird?
Well, for us it is.
Why? How many married?
Married a bunch of times.
Really?
Yeah. Me 3, him 2.
I have many things that might
wife
interest
get
you.
jealous of the partner. And
A fair trade and
They
a
feel
fond
like-
farewell
Depends
to
on
you.
which wife it is.
I did something that no comedian before me had done before,
yeah.
and no comedian has done ever since.
What is
For
that?
good reasons. I put my wife in the show.
Oh,
I did.
well,
She was my partner.
okay.
She was my partner for
George Bernstein.
Oh, your wares may be better than
It's
mine.
not like it can't
What
work.
do you
Ricky
have to
and
trade?
Lucy.
Ricky and Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. It worked for us. And then,
Oh, it did.
and when Cheech came back, then when Cheech and I got back together again, my wife, she read the riot act. You're not going to leave me. And
And you did.
I said, okay, darling, you win. and so it was Cheech and Chong and Shelby for the last our last.
Yeah, she would open the show. She had set the,
And you're okay with it.
I look
Yeah, I
forward
mean,
to
you know,
fighting again.
that part
there.
was fine. I just wanted, can she do it? Because I'd never seen her.
And what does she do in
Who
the show?
speaks before me?
She opened.
Bring more
She had an
tales.
opening act, like 10
A
minutes, 15
stranger
minutes.
here?
No, she ended up doing
Seven.
45.
Yeah.
45, and when we got to Australia, the Australian promoter goes, okay, she opens, and we'll have an intermission, and then Cheech and Chong. And it was like, whoa, okay. And then, so she used to open up and do her show.
Yeah.
She's got a good, and she's got a good show. She's funny.
He wrote it, so you wrote it. I mean,
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, I know a lot of comics would love to get that deal
yeah.
because
Oh,
they're with somebody and they,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're always
I
on the
couldn't
road.
leave her at home.
absolutely.
She's too gorgeous to leave at home, and you know, I know, you leave something that valuable around, someone's going to pick up on it.
Well, let's hope that the bond is stronger than that, Tommy.
Let us hope.
I mean,
I just got
something
lonely on
around.
the road, though. Especially because my whole comedy career was with a partner, and so when I had to do it by myself.
That's what I'm saying. There's a bond
Yeah.
between you guys that is in some ways stronger, especially when you've had multiple ones. There is an inflation of the heart
to
that
meet
goes
you.
with the more you've been with somebody. I remember having this conservative guy used to run the Reagan Library on Politically Incorrect when that show was on, and we'd like to have those kind of Republican guys on, and he was speaking out, I'm sure at the time, against homosexuality, but they're poking in the wrong hole. It was just the Bible and Jesus, and sweet guy though. Like all those Republicans are, happy warriors, just had some bad ideas.
Yeah.
But he was very big on the fact that he said, like you liberals, you heathens, talking about me, a libertine, you multiple women, and then he said, my wife is the only woman I've ever kissed, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be you, but I do get what you're saying. Like every time you have another love affair, you're like, it's very hard to be like, you're the only one. Well,
Except for
I'm obsessed with OneSkin because my very close friend Joe is a new man after being able to stop cycling off with the code RANDOM at oneskin.co. That's 15%.
Yes.
I really enjoy
Even
that.
though we're old, it's so much, it's just, I remember my mother told me that once when I was younger, or maybe in the 30s or something, and she said, yeah, I feel like the best decades are the 50s and 60s. I thought, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Really? The best?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it now.
Yeah.
It's like, mostly because you're just not fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the whole
that's a
thing,
big
which
part of it.
causes you so
Yeah.
much
They
pain.
haven't legalized stupidity yet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Well,
what
the
it was.
same thing has come around 3 times now in your lifetime. So say, what did I do the
That's-
last time this thing came out?
That is exactly it.
Yeah, and-
Pattern.
Yeah, and the
Pattern.
same thing keeps coming up.
It comes
for
up, but
everybody,
this
you know.
time I see it coming because I saw it before.
Because, don't do that.
It's
you
the
know?
quarterback who studies film all week, and then when he sees that coverage, he goes, "Oh, I saw you do this with the Panthers."
Yeah, like,
And those are the guys who are, Tom Brady's this
yeah, they
football nerd.
recognize those patterns, but takes a bunch of hit in the heads,
Do you have trouble remembering lines ever on stage? I mean, I've for years worked with a music stand that I put up there with bullet points. I could never just spiel like I did when I was 25. First of all, I don't do it that often. I mean, I do it a few times a month, but that's not enough to have it like when I was in the clubs. We do your set 6 times a weekend.
Yeah.
So I have that. I mean, I guess with a partner, you can always cue the other guy.
Well,
Or you just know this shit.
just make the shit up.
Oh, no, come on. You do.
Seriously.
You don't. Come on. You don't do routines.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you do.
absolutely do.
Of
but
course.
Yeah, we got routines, but we got routines about routines.
We were I don't know, separated for a long period, and I came back on stage
Oh,
with
well, 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
And we came back on stage at the La Jolla Comedy
La Jolla
Club.
Club.
And I walked in, didn't rehearse, didn't talk about
Yeah.
it, went right into the thing. It was
Of
like,
course. It's muscle memory.
yeah,
You kidding?
I know how to do this.
Yes.
So that one, again, batting cage. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's just something electric. That's why we love music. It is a synergy
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
thing.
And there's a
Serve well.
dance to it, by the way.
Yes.
And that dance, like as you get older, you know, exercise changes, you know. And I found out my body wasn't responding. You know, I could feel certain things not responding when I needed it.
I mean, you wanted to make a move.
Yes. Well, I know now that like getting out of a car can be a half a day workout. Because I got to work the calves, I got to work the muscles, I got to make sure.
Yeah.
And if I go the wrong way, I'll pull a muscle or something.
Wow, you can't get out of the car, but you still want that hot wife with you at all times.
Yeah,
Seems like you can get your thing going when you want it to.
Oh, my dear God.
Oh, the kid means tidings,
It's
bless
about
you,
being
friend.
able to do things
Keep your nose clean.
that,
Be smelling ya.
that
Don't put your
seems
nose where it don't belong.
boring. Like, I saw Tom Hanks one time. He was walking his dog near the house,
Yeah.
and he yells in the dark. He goes, Tom Hanks. He says, I see you washing dishes every night.
Didn't see you there, buddy.
He walks by my house and he sees me up there washing dishes.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I thought it was some sort of an insult because
Yeah. So do I.
no, just washing dishes. And so then I realized, yeah, I do wash dishes. And you know why I wash dishes?
of that hot wife. You want to keep her on your good side.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, there's a new thing
What
out.
is
It's called
What
a
is
maid.
this?
Smile.
Don't wander
What is
off.
going to make her smile? Just looking at me is not going to make her smile anymore.
You don't say you don't have a housekeeper? Oh, yeah, but there's so many dishes you have to additionally do dishes.
And the housekeeper is like family.
Hello there,
And
traveler.
somebody comes around when she's really needed, you know. But there's just us, you know, just my wife and I, and you know, and when she cooks, she's like an artist. Well, she's an artist, and so she'll use every pot in the place and every dish.
Out of the blue, finds out she can paint. She can paint.
Yeah.
I took lessons, and I know good painters when I see them, and she can paint.
Yeah.
And it's like something that has rhythm.
And so she cooks much like she paints.
Yeah.
And so when cleaning up there's a
Hey
big art to
there.
it.
Did you ever
Come
think
closer
you'd
so
wind
I can
up
get a
with
whiff of ya.
rich, privilegey, with your fine arts life and your international travel and your hot wives
Actually,
and your...
yes.
You did?
Lecture.
I always knew I was going to be successful in show
did?
business.
Is that true?
I made my first record at 5 years old. 5 years old.
Explain.
I was a little kid that could sing in tune, had a little squeaky voice but could sing in tune, and could sing in Spanish. And there was this friend of my mother's who had a little record company. He used to record people in the neighborhood and then sell the records straight to disc.
So you still got that record?
No, I was like, I was
That would
5.
be worth hearing. I want to hear that.
I was 5, and so I saw the reaction that it caused, and people would, and I said right from the very beginning, that's what I want to do. I want to create that energy. I want to get, you know. And
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to be a comedian when I was less than 10.
yeah,
So that's a great advantage in life when you know what you want to do. Because a lot of kids get to be 22 and they're like talented at some, but what do I do?
yeah.
You know, this generation is not big on like putting in the time.
Yeah.
They kind of want, you know,
But they know how to do a lot of things.
They
but-
have talent,
Yeah,
and they're
they
not
know.
stupid.
Yeah.
They're just ignorant because they don't teach them anything, so they don't know things. They
Yeah.
don't know anything. And they have the arrogance of thinking they know everything. But all kids think that. I mean, that's every generation, to think that you know everything. I mean, again, that's why somehow we're better now. We're better with being alive now than we were plainly when we were. It was so much easier when you're younger because you're health-wise not on a short leash. You know what I mean? Like a short leash.
Whether we want it or not, we got control over our urges.
Yeah.
No, our urges got control over us. I
Earlier.
would not have chosen not to be able to drink like I used to. I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
I never enjoyed drinking.
Really?
Never.
Not even with pot?
No. I would have a social drinks, you know, and have a beer. And,
Yeah, that's it. See?
I always thought the combination, there was something magical that was 1 + 1 = 3
yeah. Oh.
with liquor and pot.
Oh, really?
Possibly why I'm smoking liquor and drinking pot right
Hey,
now.
you know.
But
I like you
I-
Dan here, man. This is cool.
yeah, Clever Him is cool. I wish you could hear some night and you
Finest
could be
wares in
when
Cold
we're not
Tears,
taping
right
because it's so much better with the music on. It's a place that needs
Oh.
to have music. It's a real
You got the
real
coin?
club.
There's how
I
you
like your
got the
Canadian
bargains.
Pool table.
What? Why? Because it's red?
It's big.
Oh, oh, it's bigger than a normal?
Appreciate your patronage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's when you play pool in Canada, you get really good because the pockets are small, like these, compared to the 9-hole pool.
And why were you in Canada so much, comrade? Were you fleeing
I'm Canadian.
the law?
I'm Canadian.
I know.
I was born in Edmonton and raised in Calgary. And I came down to the States in my 30s, actually.
The first time ever?
Yeah.
Canadians have an amazing roster of talent, because, especially in comedy, because they are simultaneously part of the United States. You can't not be. In many ways, Canada is a big blue state to the north. Whenever they do ticket sales for movies, for example, it's always, and the North American market. You know, it's not just America.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're performers like you. They know it so intimately that they are of it, but they're also a little detached.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're Americans, but no, not really, not quite, and not at the end of the day.
They have their own strains, their own ethnic strain and Indian strain.
But they can satirize this country
Oh,
so
yeah,
well
so
because
well,
of
yeah.
that. I feel
Yeah.
when you think of all the people.
All the guys in Second
no,
City,
Canadians get-
Chicago.
Being Canadian, I can tell you exactly. Canadians believe what they hear, they believe what they see. You know, they really do. You know, they're not. They have no reason to be skeptical. You know, and so they, like, for instance, we playing guitar. That's my thing, was guitar, and we listened to the records, the great guitarist in the records, and how did they play like that, you know? And so then we practice and practice, but then we find out that a lot of it was tricks, you know, how to make a guitar sound crazy like that.
It's all tricks, isn't it? I mean, I'm
Tricks any boy can do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your days like? What do you are you get up early? Do you?
Depends on where I am and what I'm doing.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I just came
You
back.
can get up at different times? I could
no,
never.
where I'm working, I just came back from Mexico, Mexico City. I did a picture there for a week, and worked 2 days and saw everything my Russian wife wanted to see about Mexico.
Your wife is Russian.
Russia, from St. Petersburg.
She's a Russian tour guide.
You guys are bad.
Yeah.
You're just bad boys.
It's RussianGirls.com. I'll turn you on to the site. You get the weekend package.
What year
It's
did you get married?
Huh?
What year did you get married to this woman?
20 years ago.
20 years ago. Huh.
It's not 1920, right around there.
Right around there?
Yeah,
You
well,
should know this. And
I do.
I mean, you're...
Well, it was,
It's not
you know,
romantic.
it was a wavering green light. No,
Yeah. No, I mean, there's some things you can be fuzzy on the timeline. You know, but not your anniversary. You're supposed to, like, have that down.
yeah, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care?
No, she doesn't care.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best. Someone who doesn't pressure you.
Huh?
Yeah. Someone who doesn't pressure you
Yeah,
is the best kind of...
She's stronger than you.
Oh, absolutely.
She can carry more rocks.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey, if it's important to the woman to think she's stronger than you, go ahead, Wonder Woman. I can give a fuck. I'm not even looking to be the strongest. I'm just looking to be happy, you know? So you can be strong or whatever. I can be, you know, just don't be a nudge.
Yeah.
As my mother would say. Don't be a
No,
nudge.
this is a great girl.
That's great.
Very,
Well,
it's
I'm very happy for both of you.
classical pianist.
A pianist?
A concert pianist. He just
Oh, pianist.
pianist. Well, there you know. Who's that? No, she just got her doctorate from USC. 1 years of scales.
She plays cheats like a harp.
Absolutely.
Do the four of you go out together like the Mertzes and the Ricardos?
We meet, you know, we have common friends.
If we ever shoot a movie,
Yeah.
Right.
been together.
Yeah.
When we shot that last documentary, we had a little time in the desert.
Yeah.
Little time.
Yeah.
Right, not
Well,
really.
we see each other, you know.
He's got his grandpa life. I got my grandpa life.
Oh, you have grandkids.
I do.
You both
You
do.
think we will
Yeah.
find anyone
And what
here
do
who
they
can help
know
our
of
efforts
your
in the Azure
blurry
Span?
past?
I'm sure an adventurer will come by.
No,
This
but
place
are
should
they
be
curious? Do
crawling
they
with them.
know? Do they see
Oh,
it
yeah.
on YouTube and they'll
Oh, you can see when they hit that
Have a good one.
realization button who their grandfather is. You know, I watch my grandsons, you know, grow up. At first, you know, I'm just this guy, and then after a while, it's like, oh, he's that guy. Jack and that. But the kids, yeah, oh yeah, no, they know.
And is gonna be 17. That one is,
But I'm curious as to like what these kids think. Do you feel like they fully appreciate what you did?
I don't know yet. I'm watching it unfold. It's telling at what at different stages Mike Arcus discovered us, heard the records, and how they and what they related to in the records. And that was an interesting process. You know, it's the things they didn't understand, they didn't understand. The things they thought were funny, they laughed at.
But do they have an appreciation of like how big you were?
No,
They don't.
no.
Yeah, I guess you had to live through it.
Yeah, I've always been grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear people often, celebrities often say that, like, yeah, I'm just this guy. I'm like, then why'd you become a celebrity? Yeah, I think you should use that to pull rank up.
Yeah.
You know, enjoy your kids. I give grandpa some respect.
The kids are like little helpers, you know.
Helper, you said.
Yeah, like electric carts.
Wow.
You know, they lead you around. But my kids, I couldn't. There's not a iPhone or an iPad or a computer in my house that my kids don't have to show me how to use it. You know, or even how to find it.
Even how to find it. Oh. Yeah,
that's what I did.
I taught him. I mean, I'm not native to this stuff either, and everything that's technological, I feel like it's like doing something left-handed.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I do it? Yeah, I guess badly.
Yeah.
And my response to that was always, yeah, but if I got richer at what I am good at,
Yeah. That's exactly
get somebody else to
That's
do this.
exactly
But
what
it's not a good way to be, because what if, like, there's a catastrophe and we're all on our own.
Yeah, I'd
mean-
die in the woods, man.
I would too.
Yeah, just like
But like for lack of PayPal. just set upon by feral wolves. Yeah,
or younger I could, but not now.
right.
Survival.
In the woods, yeah.
Well, it's also, but it's this sort of computer, internet,
Yeah.
social media, iPhone
Time is money,
Yeah.
friend.
divide that if
If you
you
ever
came
need
along
anything,
long enough before that was a thing, which we all did,
And you just don't speak that language.
it's just, you just don't.
Yeah,
I mean, some people do. I certainly know
Yeah.
people our age who loved it and adapted to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it, but but it's just so hard to,
I don't have enough time to
Be
learn
good.
that
get that
language.
right.
You know,
keep
Yeah,
it
that's-
real.
When I could.
I want
I've
to,
been doing
and
business
I've
with
tried.
ya.
I'm
When
putting
I'm rich
time.
enough and I can hire somebody to speak that language for me.
Well, what it is like I'll learn something, but then I won't use it because
Yeah.
I don't need it. Because a lot of this shit is like, I don't need it to begin with. Like I don't care about Yelp. Like the last thing in the world I'd want to do is like publicly criticize a restaurant. Like if I didn't have a good time there, I won't come back. But like I wanted everybody to
You
know
watch
that my
TikTok?
soup was cold. What the fuck?
Do you watch TikTok?
Do I watch TikTok? Do I watch it? First of all, Grandpa,
You
we don't
get
say
into it?
watch TikTok. I think we say.
There's a TikTok thing where you have to, you know, brush up for the next one, and then you see that, and then the next one.
I mean, I've seen TikTok, yes, but I'm afraid of TikTok.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want it on my phone.
You
You know
don't
why?
want it-
China! Fucking China! Is
Ever since the
TikTok, am I
Primalists came to
wrong?
the plains,
Of course.
it's as if the elements
Okay.
But so
themselves
is
are
AI.
thrown into chaos.
Well, AI
Help
is
return
us
the land
too.
back to
Yeah.
its natural
TikTok is
state.
China. That's
Yeah.
it's a Chinese-owned company, and I mean, aren't
Yeah.
they making them sell it?
They're making a lot of money.
They're making a lot of money. And look, it's not like American kids need help in becoming stupider.
Yeah.
They're doing fine on their own. But it's not in China's interest to help them not be stupid, and they're not helping. Although I must say, the videos that you see of Trump saying, they're killing the dogs, they're coming in, they're killing all the dogs, they're killing the cats, and then people put them with pictures of their pets going, gee. It was the funniest thing I saw all year.
I've been enjoying the Trump follies. You know, the comedians and all the material that Trump's generated.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't. I mean,
But there should be a monument made to Trump. Like if there is really justice,
there's not.
Trump will be sent to Guantanamo for life. But there they'll build the biggest sand trap. Golf.
When you go to Guantanamo,
That's all he's got. He's got just a sand trap.
sir, when you go to Guantanamo, they give you one of those ass pillows.
Because no one gives them to you. These guys.
Nobody gives you an ass pillow in this world, my friend. Nobody gives you one.
You have to find a way to make them.
You do.
Buy them.
I've always said that.
No.
Yes. Nobody gives
Prison is a whole different life there.
Get an ass pillow. And they shouldn't.
And they shouldn't.
Because that's what makes an ass pillow valuable to you and meaningful.
See, because people don't know about it.
Damn. I see these people begging for ass pillows in the street. I'm like, what? Yeah. Maybe you have something that prevented you from being successful.
You could even ask cool guys, like the pillow, the other cool guy.
When we were like walking on the street in New York, some guy was
Thank
like
you.
begging, like,
The
look around
elements
the
are
sidewalk.
calmed for
And she'd
now.
say, why don't you give me some money? I mean, like zero empathy.
Yeah.
Because she had a crazy mother and kind of a rough childhood, so, you know.
Who's this?
Some girlfriend I had a million years ago see a beggar in the street, and that was her response. Why don't you give me some money? I'll never forget her doing it. I'm like, what the fuck, you psycho? And I'm still fucking you? Yes, because you're hot. So there was, you know, again. I love public rec because I hate pants. I don't hate them that much, okay. I'm wearing some right now. But I have thought forever that there has to be a better way, a more casual way, a less pinch your package way to be stylish and still be comfortable. If my balls could talk, they would say, Public Rec, where have you been all our lives? Why am I so excited? Because of Public Rec's revolutionary Daymaker pants. Here's the deal. They feel like sweats, but look and fit like tailored pants. They're stretchy and have an elastic waistband, and you can wear them anywhere. I can even play basketball in them. I call that indoor comfort and outdoor style.
Arm yourself by the
For
forge.
limited time only, our listeners get 20% off their entire order when you use code RANDOM at publicrec.com. That's 20% off your order at publicrec.com with promo code RANDOM. With Daymaker pants, you get to select the exact width and length you need. The Daymaker pants now come in